It's incredible to think about how rapidly the world of education is changing, particularly when you look at a continent as vibrant and dynamic as Africa.
No, absolutely.
It feels like what's cutting edge today might be, well, old news tomorrow.
That's so true. The speed of innovation, especially, where technology meets learning, it's really accelerating.
This
It,
year.
it presents both incredible opportunities and some unique challenges.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're taking a deep look at the future of e-learning in Africa, sort of as it's shaping up in 2025.
Right.
And this isn't just guesswork. We're drawing on some really fascinating insights that emerged from the eLearning Africa 2025 conference.
Yeah, that conference held recently in Tanzania was a real hub. It brought together such a diverse group of thinkers and doers, educators, tech experts, policymakers, all focused on this very topic.
And we've been particularly interested in the work of Kevin Brake, who's been following these developments really closely. He really captured the central question coming out of the conference, didn't he? When he asked, what does e-learning in Africa look like in 2025?
Exactly.
So that's our mission for you today,
Yeah.
to kind of extract the key trends and insights about where e-learning is headed on the continent straight from the discussions and research presented at this really important event.
It was a truly comprehensive gathering. I mean, covering everything from the nuts and bolts of instructional design all the way up to the big picture policy implications of digital learning.
Okay, let's unpack this. One area that really struck me, thinking about how we all best absorb information, was the focus on creating supportive learning environments.
Ah, yes.
Farhana Dos Mohammed led a session on how to create psychological safety and belongingness in the workplace.
Yeah.
What's interesting here is the fundamental idea that feeling secure and included is like a bedrock for effective learning.
Absolutely. Psychological safety is that foundation. Think of it if a learner feels comfortable asking what might seem like a basic question, or even making a wrong guess without fear of judgment. They're much more likely to actively participate and truly grasp the material. And this is particularly relevant in online spaces.
Where building that sense of community can be way more challenging than in a traditional classroom.
Definitely.
Then there was a really future-oriented discussion in the Innovating Sustainable AI for Africa, a design thinking lab session. That was with Tom Lambek and Fausto Saltetti.
Ah, yeah, I saw that one.
What stood out to me was this proactive approach to artificial intelligence. It's not just about using AI tools developed elsewhere. It's about designing AI solutions specifically with the African context and long-term sustainability in mind right from the start.
Exactly. A key insight there is the shift towards creating solutions that are truly relevant and appropriate for the specific needs and resources available on the continent.
So instead of just adopting off-the-shelf AI,
Right. There's a growing emphasis on a design thinking approach, really understanding the local challenges first, and then co-creating AI that addresses them in a sustainable way. You might see this in AI tools tailored for, say, low bandwidth environments or focused on local languages.
that makes sense. And speaking of what's relevant, mobile technology is obviously, well, it's a cornerstone of daily life for so many across Africa.
That's huge. Absolutely huge.
So Paul Birvu Moinin from Maker University led a session called From E-tivity to Mick-kivity.
Right, like E-activity to M-activity.
Exactly. Instructional design for mobile learning, M-learning. It seems like such a natural and crucial step, taking what we know works in online learning and really optimizing it for the unique capabilities and limitations of mobile devices.
And what's fascinating here is the understanding that learning on a mobile phone isn't just about shrinking a desktop website onto a smaller screen, right?
Well, definitely not.
It requires a fundamental rethinking of instructional design, shorter learning modules, interactive elements designed for touchscreens, leveraging features like notifications, maybe offline access.
Yeah.
Given that mobile phones are often the primary gateway to the internet for many, this focus on effective learning is just absolutely vital for expanding access to quality education.
Another really critical theme that emerged was inclusivity. Irina Lorm Hatsu-Fibor, Philip Makafuyanka, and Bernice Cabina presented on the do's and don'ts of developing inclusive online courses, designing for all learners.
That's so important.
It really highlights the importance of ensuring that online education is accessible and beneficial for everyone, regardless of their individual circumstances or abilities.
A central takeaway from that discussion, I think, was the need to proactively design for diversity right from the outset.
So not as an afterthought.
Exactly. This means considering learners with disabilities, those in areas with limited internet connectivity, individuals from diverse cultural and linguistic backgrounds, Simple things, like providing alternative text for images,
Text, yeah.
offering transcripts for audio and video, ensuring courses are navigable with just a keyboard. These can make a huge difference in accessibility.
Now let's circle back to AI for a second.
Yeah.
Natalie Denmead and Olasukami EI had a session on how to train your GPT.
Ah, the custom GPTs.
Right, building custom GPTs based on gamification or other instructional design frameworks. What's exciting here is the idea of actively shaping AI to create more engaging and effective learning experiences. It's not just a passive technology. Educators are exploring how to customize it.
Yeah, like training a GPT using gamification principles, maybe, or to create more interactive quizzes or personalized feedback.
Exactly. This points to a future where AI can become a much more tailored and responsive learning companion.
Mm-hmm. By embedding instructional design principles into these AI models, educators can potentially create more adaptive learning pathways and engaging content that really caters to individual learner needs.
The conference also placed a significant emphasis on the role of educators in this whole evolving digital landscape. Zain Veroglu led a session on the UNESCO ICT Competency Framework for Teachers,
The ICT CFD.
Harnessing Open Educational Resources, OER initiative. This really underscores the fact that supporting teachers in developing their digital skills is absolutely crucial for successful tech integration in education.
Well, the UNESCO ICT CFT provides a valuable roadmap, doesn't it, for ensuring teachers are equipped with the necessary skills to effectively use technology in their teaching.
Right.
And the focus on open educational resources, those freely available learning materials, is key too, providing teachers and learners with access to high-quality content without financial barriers.
That combination, skilled teachers and accessible resources, sounds like a powerful driver for improvement. And speaking of open educational resources, there was a session in French. La transformation de l'éducation ouverte par le numérique, les technologies et les pratiques innovantes.
Ah oui, with Jacques Dang, Christophe Fournier, and Laurent Derain.
Right. This really highlights the global momentum behind making learning materials more freely available through digital platforms.
Well, the push for OER is fundamentally about democratizing access to knowledge, isn't it?
Yeah, breaking down barriers.
By reducing the cost of educational materials, it opens up opportunities for more learners, especially in contexts where resources are limited. And the innovative digital practices being explored are also making these resources more discoverable and adaptable to different learning needs.
It wasn't solely focused on digital tools, though, which was good to see. Rebecca Ottman led a session on climate change adaptation through education.
Building resilient communities.
Exactly. Building resilient communities through climate change education. This really connects the power of education to address some of the most pressing global challenges we face.
Absolutely. Education is such a vital tool for raising awareness about climate change, equipping communities with the knowledge and skills to adapt to its impacts, and, fostering a sense of agency in creating a more sustainable future.
So integrating this into the curriculum helps build a generation of informed and proactive citizens.
Precisely.
And then there's the increasing recognition of the importance of data in improving educational outcomes. Ellen Wagner, Karen Vignard, and Aaron Sorinsky discussed developing data fluency for improving student success.
Data fluency, right.
It seems like the ability to understand and use data is becoming essential for making education more effective and tailored.
Think about it being able to analyze data on student performance, engagement with online resources, even access patterns that can provide educators and institutions with invaluable insights.
And that data can then inform decisions, right, about curriculum design, teaching strategies, resource allocation.
Ultimately leading to better outcomes for learners. It's about evidence-based improvement.
There was even a dynamic plenary session called the Learning Battle.
Huh. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like a really engaging way to explore different approaches to learning and teaching. It suggests there's a real healthy debate and exploration happening in this field.
Exactly. It highlights the fact that there isn't a one-size-fits-all solution in education, especially with the rapid evolution of technology. These kinds of interactive discussions are crucial for sharing ideas, challenging assumptions, and ultimately, moving the field forward.
The opening plenary, Reimagining Education and Human Capital Development for Africa's Future Prosperity, with speakers like Ambassador Mindy Kasiga and Dr. Aida Opokumensa, really set the stage.
Emphasizing the critical role of education.
Yeah, in driving progress and opportunity across the continent.
It underscored the understanding that investing in education and developing human capital are just fundamental for Africa to thrive in the 21st century. This involves not just access, but also ensuring quality and relevance to future economic needs.
There were also very practical sessions like the digital school, building digital transformation in education, with Mangesteb Hale and Barry Kruger.
Ah, the nitty-gritty stuff.
Exactly. Focusing on actually integrating digital technology into the school environment. These kinds of sessions offer real-world strategies for educators and administrators.
Yeah, these are the sessions that provide actionable insights. They delve into the practicalities of infrastructure, teacher training, content development, all the essential elements required to successfully transition to a more digitally enabled learning environment.
And the crucial link between education and economic opportunity was explored in next-gen learning. EdTech, skills and entrepreneurial education, featuring Faith Ngogoyo and others.
That link is key.
It really highlights how learning can be a direct pathway to real-world success.
The focus here is on ensuring that education equips learners with the skills that are actually in demand in the modern economy and also fosters an entrepreneurial mindset. EdTech can play a massive role in delivering this kind of skills-based and future-oriented education.
Building on that, the session, Empowering Youth for the Digital Workforce, Skills for Employability, with speakers like Viesters Berzenz and Christian Thiam.
Right, bridging the gap.
Specifically address the need to prepare young people for the demands of today's and tomorrow's job market.
This is all about bridging that gap between what learners are taught and what employers actually need. It involves developing digital literacy, critical thinking, problem-solving skills, and, other competencies essential for success in the digital age.
Even higher education is grappling with and leveraging these trends. Naledi Maholo and Rika Andrew-Champhine discuss smart AI integration and quality assurance in higher education.
Emphasizing responsible adoption.
Yeah, and ensuring it actually enhances the quality of education.
As AI tools become more integrated into higher ed for tasks like grading, personalized learning recommendations, even admin functions, it's vital to have robust quality assurance mechanisms in place to ensure ethical use and maintain academic standards.
Definitely. And for those directly involved in creating online learning experiences, Bernadette Curie shared Instructional Design Excellence, lessons from building online courses.
Ah, practical, experience-based insights.
Exactly. Offering insights into what makes online learning truly effective. This kind of peer-to-peer knowledge sharing is just invaluable.
Absolutely. Hearing directly from practitioners who've successfully navigated the challenges of online course development provides really valuable guidance and best practices for others in the field.
The conference also tackled important social issues, as seen in the Pathways to Inclusion and Opportunity for Girls session with Irene Elorm Hatsu-Fibor and Matthew Mwanguzi.
Focusing on the gender gap.
Right, the critical need to address the gender gap in education and technology.
Ensuring that girls have equal access to and opportunities within education and tech is fundamental for achieving broader societal equity and, frankly, unlocking the full potential of the population. These discussions highlight strategies for overcoming barriers and empowering girls.
It was also interesting to see a session exploring different educational philosophies. Learning for Life, a Finnish model for lifelong and life-ride education.
Oh, the Finnish model, with Audi Hakanen and Martina Nisila.
Yeah, showcasing a more holistic approach to continuous learning that extends beyond formal schooling.
Examining different models like that provides valuable perspectives, doesn't it? On how to cultivate a culture of lifelong learning and equip individuals with the adaptability needed to thrive in a rapidly changing world.
The importance of skills that go beyond just technical abilities was highlighted, too, in cultural intelligence and workforce readiness in Africa.
Ponslet Ileji and Sabiha Samji, that's crucial.
In today's interconnected world, being able to work effectively with people from diverse backgrounds is increasingly vital.
That's right. Cultural intelligence, the ability to understand and navigate different cultural contexts, is becoming a key differentiator in the global workforce. It's about more than just tech skills. It's about effective communication, empathy, collaboration across cultures.
And modern approaches to teaching in the digital age were discussed in Innovative Pedagogy and Digital Teaching Models with Elizabeth Sylvester Makoba and Bart Cornell.
Educators are constantly exploring new ways, aren't they?
Yeah, new ways to engage learners and leverage technology to enhance the learning process.
The focus here is on moving beyond traditional lecture-based models and embracing more interactive, collaborative, student-centered approaches enabled by digital tools. This can lead to much more active and effective learning experiences.
Now, with the rise of sophisticated AI tools, the issue of academic integrity is becoming, well, pretty important.
Oh, definitely.
This was addressed in the session, Academic Integrity in the Age of AI, with Liz Snarbuck-Greer and Mark Glynn. How do we ensure that learning remains authentic when AI can generate text and solve problems?
That is a critical challenge. It requires a reevaluation of assessment methods, a greater emphasis on critical thinking and application of knowledge, and clear guidelines for the ethical use of AI in academic work.
The power of data to drive improvements was revisited in How to Optimize Data for Education Excellence with Nathan Thomas and Ellen Wagner.
Right, emphasizing how data-driven insights can lead to better outcomes for students.
By strategically collecting and analyzing educational data, institutions can gain a deeper understanding of what's working well and where improvements are needed.
Exactly. This evidence-based approach can lead to more targeted interventions and ultimately enhance the quality of education.
The practical implications of AI tools like ChatGPT were explored in Generative AI, Tools, Strategies, and Impact.
With George Mulamula and Elise Nanzai-Nambaho.
It's not just theoretical anymore. Educators are looking at how to actually use these tools in their work.
Understanding the capabilities and limitations of generative AI is becoming essential for educators. This includes exploring how these tools can be used to create content, provide personalized feedback, even support admin tasks, while also being mindful of potential pitfalls.
Connecting young people with job opportunities was the focus of digital training and job platforms as catalysts for youth employability in Africa.
Winfred Ng'ang'a and Maureen Humeau. Technology playing a crucial role in linking education and employment.
Digital platforms can provide young people with access to online training resources, connect them with potential employers, and help them showcase their skills.
Ultimately, acting as important catalysts for youth employability, it's about creating pathways.
Vocational education and training, TVET, were also a key topic. Skills, employability, and reforms to make TVET more effective and inclusive.
Discussed by Raghavendra Manbol and Peter Fafa, ensuring vocational training meets the needs of the labor market is so vital.
Reforming TVET systems to be more responsive to industry demands, embrace new technologies, and ensure inclusivity seems crucial for developing a skilled workforce.
A workforce that can drive economic growth. Absolutely.
Efforts to empower women in various fields were highlighted in Women's Leadership in Academia, Entrepreneurship, and Beyond, with Tamara Sweet and Irene Lugala.
Showcasing the importance of female leadership. Promoting women's leadership isn't just about gender equality, though.
No, it's more than that.
It also brings diverse perspectives and experiences to the table, fostering innovation and progress in all sectors.
Innovative solutions for improving education in underserved communities were discussed too. Innovative initiatives to transform schools in underserved communities.
With Theophilus Malaki and Shriman Senkumba, highlighting the need for creative approaches to address disparities.
These sessions often showcase grassroots initiatives, don't they? And context-specific solutions that are making a real difference.
Yeah, in providing quality education to marginalized communities.
Preparing teachers for the future. That came up again. Future-ready skills, strategies, and tech integration for teachers.
Lucian Gaze and Frank Van Capel. Investing in teacher development is paramount.
Equipping teachers with the skills to effectively integrate technology into their pedagogy, adapt to new learning models, and foster future-ready skills in their students
is essential for the success of any digital learning initiative.
Even the agricultural sector is seeing the impact of digital learning. Blended and digital learning for skills development in agriculture.
Alcardo Alex Barkabitz and Abigail McConna. Technology can help improve practices and knowledge in this crucial industry.
Leveraging digital tools and blended learning approaches can enhance agricultural education, provide farmers with access to vital information,
and contribute to improved productivity and food security. It's really far-reaching.
Foundational learning, those essential early skills in literacy and numeracy, were addressed in foundational learning initiatives.
Faraja Nalandu and Isha Bangura, emphasizing their critical role in future educational success.
Strong foundational learning is the bedrock, isn't it, upon which all subsequent education is built.
Absolutely. Initiatives focused on improving early literacy and numeracy are crucial for long-term educational outcomes.
The crucial aspect of accessibility in AI education, particularly in resource-constrained environments, was highlighted in Offline AI Literacy Curriculum for Low-Tech Environments by Henry Liney.
That's fascinating. It shows AI education doesn't necessarily require high-end infrastructure.
Developing AI literacy curricula that can be delivered offline in low-tech settings is vital for ensuring that everyone, regardless of their access to technology, can understand and engage with this transformative tech.
That's true equity in action.
The broader societal impact of digital skills was discussed in Empowering Digital Citizens, building inclusive and resilient societies through digital skills.
With Moses Oani and Morkaral, emphasizing that digital literacy extends beyond just employment.
Yeah, digital skills empower individuals to participate more fully in the digital age, right? Access information, engage in civic life.
And build resilience in the face of misinformation and other online challenges. It's about active citizenship.
International collaboration in digital education was the focus of a session with Jacques Dang and Elsa Duffiard.
Underscoring the importance of working together across borders to advance the field, sharing best practices, collaborating on research, developing joint initiatives.
Can accelerate innovation and address common challenges.
Definitely.
The overall evolution and impact of edtech in Africa were explored in The Evolving Landscape of EdTech in Africa.
Rashika Patni and Deborah Asma, showcasing the growth and potential of this sector. The edtech landscape in Africa is so dynamic and rapidly maturing.
Yeah, with a growing number of innovative solutions being developed and implemented to address specific educational needs. Blended and hybrid learning models in higher education were examined in detail by Mark Glenn and Helena Van Wyck,
Offering insights into how to combine online and in-person learning effectively. These approaches offer the potential to enhance flexibility, accessibility, and engagement.
by leveraging the strengths of both online and face-to-face learning.
Exactly.
Even healthcare education is being transformed by digital tools, discussed by Shrikant Setapalli and George Wanamali Mayunda.
Improving access and quality of training in this vital sector. Digital tools are revolutionizing healthcare, providing opportunities for remote learning, simulations, access to up-to-date medical knowledge.
Ultimately contributing to better healthcare outcomes. Connecting education to environmental sustainability at a local level was the focus of community-led climate action and innovation for sustainable livelihoods.
Eric Rostan Gankam Tambo and Doris Ndoa Likwilili. Education can empower communities to address environmental challenges.
By equipping communities with the knowledge and skills to understand and respond to climate change, education can foster local innovation.
And contribute to more sustainable livelihoods.
The potential of AI to personalize and improve math education, particularly in schools with limited resources, was highlighted by Verdiana Masanja and Dylan Brown.
That offers a really promising avenue for enhancing learning outcomes in what can be a challenging subject.
AI-powered tools can offer personalized feedback, adaptive learning pathways, engaging content.
That can help students master mathematical concepts even in resource-constrained settings.
Building the fundamental technology infrastructure needed to expand access was discussed by Amos Nungu and Anyan Fatima Niaz.
Because without a solid foundation, digital learning just can't reach its full potential, can it?
No. Investing in robust and reliable edtech infrastructure, including connectivity and devices, is essential for ensuring equitable access.
Absolutely foundational.
The wide-ranging impact of AI in education transforming learning, assessment, integrity issues was further explored in a session with Charles Sincondo and Celestin and Keramihigo.
AI is truly a multifaceted force in education. It's poised to transform nearly every aspect, offering opportunities for personalization, automation, new forms of learning.
While also raising important considerations around ethics and equity.
Yeah, always those considerations.
Collaborative efforts were showcased in UNICEF's Learning Pioneers program.
Yes, with Frank Van Capel and Marja Manpei, highlighting the power of partnerships to drive innovation and impact.
Collaborative initiatives bringing together educators, researchers, policymakers, organizations like UNICEF
Are crucial for developing and scaling effective solutions.
The critical link between higher education and the job market came up again with Brian Halabonza and Gade El Kayat.
Emphasizing the need for stronger connections between academia and industry, aligning curricula with the skills employers need is essential.
So graduates are well prepared for the workforce and can contribute to economic development.
Exactly.
Ensuring inclusive and equitable learning opportunities for students with special needs was highlighted, with Meinrad Lambuka sharing insights from the Open University of Tanzania.
Accessibility is a fundamental right. Creating inclusive learning environments that cater to the diverse needs of all learners, including those with disabilities, is a key priority.
Designing effective and engaging workplace learning was the focus of a session with Lillian Cecilia and Nigel Gracie.
Highlighting the importance of continuous professional development. Well-designed workplace learning programs can enhance employee skills, improve performance, and foster a culture of growth.
The potential of digital credentials, like micro-credentials, was explored in Making Micro-Credentials Work.
Standards, interoperability, trust, with Musa Ali-Dida and Rolf Reinhardt.
Right, recognizing skills and learning achievements in a flexible, verifiable way.
Micro-credentials offer a valuable way to recognize specific skills and competencies, making learning more modular and providing learners with portable credentials that can boost employability.
And the exciting possibilities of immersive tech like AR and VR in vocational training were showcased.
Transforming vocational education through AR/VR simulations. With Esko Lias and Anatoly Rugmukamu, imagine learning a trade in a completely simulated environment.
AR and VR simulations can provide highly engaging, hands-on learning experiences, allowing learners to practice complex skills in a safe, realistic virtual environment.
Game changer for some fields.
Inclusive and collaborative approaches to digital learning in higher ed were discussed by Asifa Nanyaro and Sindal Ngobain.
Emphasizing equity and working together in the digital space. Promoting inclusivity and fostering collaboration are crucial for supportive and effective learning experiences.
Technology's role in language learning, including multilingual resources and AI, was highlighted too.
Jean-Baptiste Milan and Leila Ben Salah, especially relevant in Africa with its rich linguistic diversity.
Leveraging digital resources and AI can enhance language learning, personalized practice, authentic materials, interactive engagement.
While also supporting multilingualism, very important.
Innovations in sustainable farming and green skills were explored by Alcardo, Alex Barakabitse, and Laura Waters.
Showcasing technology's role in promoting environmental awareness and sustainable livelihoods. Tech plays an increasingly important role in disseminating info, providing online training in green skills.
And fostering environmental stewardship.
Mm-hmm.
The scope even extended beyond the continent. A session on sustaining human development for African and Afro-descendant students in Canada.
Led by Samira Elachia and Charlie Mbala, highlighting the importance of supporting learners in the diaspora. Addressing their unique needs is crucial for their success and well-being.
The power of combining youth entrepreneurship, social innovation, and technology for impact was discussed by Ferdinand Aruka and Eric Rostand Gankum Tambo.
Highlighting the potential of young people to drive change. By fostering an entrepreneurial mindset and leveraging tech, youth can create innovative solutions to social and economic challenges.
Leading to significant positive impact in their communities.
Exactly.
Empowering Africa's workforce through digital upskilling and innovation was the focus of a session with Alice Muraguri and Elsa Namakweli.
Emphasizing the need to equip people with skills for the modern economy. Investing in digital upskilling is crucial for adapting to the changing demands of the digital economy.
The integration of Fourth Industrial Revolution Tech 4 IR into TVET and engineering programs was discussed by Nika Otokwala and Nader Imani.
Highlighting the need to prepare for the future of work. Incorporating AI, robotics, data analytics into these programs is essential for equipping graduates with future-ready skills.
Policy frameworks supporting open education came up with the Dubai Declaration on OER.
Zeynep Faroglu and Javier Atenas. That declaration provides principles for promoting OER, and implementation can significantly enhance access.
Strategic and policy-driven digital transformation in higher education was the focus with Hako Goransky and Meklit Mintesanat.
Emphasizing the need for thoughtful planning at an institutional level. Successful digital transformation requires a clear vision, strategic planning, supportive policies,
and a commitment to continuous improvement. The potential for AI teachers enhancing human educator competencies was explored by Faraja Nyalandu.
Suggesting a future where AI assists teachers. AI tools can provide valuable insights, automate some assessment, offer personalized support, enhancing teacher effectiveness.
Ensuring equity and access in teachers' professional development was discussed by Birgit Navala and Hansen Fingi Malachwa.
Highlighting inclusive teacher training. Providing all teachers access to high-quality PD, regardless of location or circumstances, is crucial.
There were even discovery demos showcasing personalized learning approaches using AI, UX, and data analytics.
Providing a glimpse into the future of personalized learning, showing how tech can create more adaptive and effective educational experiences.
UNESCO's overarching strategies for ensuring tech improves inclusion, equity, and quality were highlighted.
Shafika Isaacs and Zeynep Faroglu. emphasizing UNESCO's guiding role in promoting ethical and effective tech use in education.
The importance of collaborative research and international partnerships was emphasized too.
Moses Emmanuel Mzava and Rosita De Luigi. Working together across borders accelerates progress through sharing knowledge and resources.
An innovative approach to integrity in online numeracy assessments was shared by Rihanna Prince.
Addressing a P challenge. Developing robust methods for assessing numeracy online while maintaining integrity is crucial for the credibility of online learning.
The potential of VR for immersive learning was highlighted by Janeth Gigobi and Mohammed Mitwali.
Offering exciting new possibilities. Immersive learning via VR can provide highly engaging experiences, deepening understanding and retention.
The importance of strategic learning design informed by data was the focus with Alexander Tillman.
Emphasizing intentionality. Well-designed learning experiences, based on sound pedagogy and data, are essential for maximizing outcomes.
Strategies for improving access in underserved communities were discussed by Elizabeth Paolusasa and Chol Richard.
Highlighting ongoing efforts to reach marginalized populations. Addressing their needs requires targeted interventions and innovative models.
Ensuring access and inclusion for refugees and marginalized communities was discussed by Michelle Leroy and Zuhura Khatib Silamani.
Emphasizing providing educational opportunities to vulnerable populations. It's a critical humanitarian imperative and contributes to social inclusion.
There was even a session in Swahili, Ubuni Fukwa Africa, Innovation for Africa.
Charles Sinkondo and James Masaw. Emphasizing African languages in digital learning, celebrating linguistic diversity.
Promoting African languages in digital learning can enhance accessibility, cultural relevance, and engagement.
Absolutely.
Practical, real-world AI applications were discussed by Donald Clark and Callum Clark.
Moving beyond theory to tangible examples, understanding how AI is currently being implemented provides valuable insights.
And finally, equipping educators with AI literacy was highlighted by Oluwakemi Oluranola.
Recognizing teachers need to be comfortable and knowledgeable. As AI becomes more prevalent, teachers need AI literacy to integrate tools effectively and guide students.
So taking it all in, the eLearning Africa 2025 conference really brought into focus by Kevin Brake's insights. It showcased an incredibly vibrant and fast-moving world of e-learning across Africa.
Yeah, it really did.
What really stands out is the strong commitment to making digital learning accessible and inclusive, a thoughtful approach to leveraging new tech, like AI and VR, a clear dedication to enhancing teacher skills in this digital age, and a real drive to ensure education is directly linked to employment and economic growth.
Absolutely. There were so many moments that made you think, wow, that's a clever way to tackle that challenge, and just a palpable enthusiasm for using technology as a force for good in education across the continent.
If you're keen to delve deeper into any of these areas, we definitely recommend checking out the websites of organizations like UNESCO, that's unesco.org, and Moodle, which is moodle.org.
Good resources.
You might also find valuable information and perspectives on the websites of universities where many of these speakers are based, like Maker University at make.ac.ug and the Open University of Tanzania at out.ac.tz.
Yeah, those university sites often have research papers and project details. They offer a wealth of information, research, and ongoing initiatives related to the trends we've highlighted today.
Okay, so here's something to really consider, a final thought. Given the rapid pace of change we've been discussing, what single skill do you think will be the absolute most critical for learners in Africa to possess by the year 2030?
Ooh, that's a powerful question, and one that really encapsulates the forward-thinking spirit of the conference, doesn't it?
It really does. Thanks so much for joining us for this deep dive today.
My pleasure.
If you found this analysis valuable, please hit that like button and maybe leave us a comment. We'd love to hear what stood out to you.